Whether it's a pint down the pub, tequila in the club, or a romantic rosé in the tub, alcohol has become the backbone of our society. Although often referred to as sin stocks, alcohol companies can often prove a lucrative investment and a good addition to a diverse portfolio. So, without further ado, here are the best alcohol stocks to buy right now. First up, we have Anheuser Busch InBev, ticker BUD. After a merger between Anheuser Busch and InBev in 2008, the company has become one of the biggest and most successful brewing companies in the world. With popular beer brands such as Budweiser, Bud Light, and Stella Artois, the company is a major supplier of restaurants, bars, and testosterone-fueled frat parties. But the pandemic has seen business from all three of these customers decline. With that said, the company has begun to overcome the challenges of 2020, and share prices have steadily been going up over the past several months alongside their earnings per share. Now could be a great time to jump back on the wagon. Next on our list we have Boston Beer Company Inc., ticker SAM. The company is best known for its craft brewery, Samuel Adams, which was one of the first to make a splash in the national market. But they also run a number of other brands, including Angry Orchard Cider and Twisted Tea. But one of their most promising assets is their hard seltzer line Truly, which was one of Boston's best-selling products of the year. Although their stock definitely isn't cheap, trading at $900 a share, don't let that blur your vision, as a growing craft beer market could produce great gains for the company in the coming years. Constellation Brands, ticker STZ, is a New York-based Fortune 500 company that has a huge portfolio of successful brands across the wine, beer, and liquor industries. Managing brands such as Robert Mondavi, Modelo, Corona, and High West Whiskey to name a few, the company is well positioned to have their investors sipping on gin and juice in the next few years. Alongside their alcohol portfolio, Constellation is taking a deep draw of the leading cannabis company, Canopy Growth, who are also on track for significant growth ahead of the legalization of marijuana across the globe. These combined assets make this company a stable and promising addition to any investment portfolio. One company in great spirits despite the pandemic is Brown-Forman Corporation, ticker BF.B. Known for their iconic whiskey brands Jack Daniel's and Woodford Reserve, Brown-Forman has seen an impressive bounce back from the stock dip of March, with sales of Woodford actually increasing in 2020. The company is also a great stock in terms of their dividend payments, yielding 0.97% for shareholders and harbouring year-on-year growth for over 3 decades. I think we can all raise a glass to that. If you want to trade the stocks featured in this video, or any other stocks online with zero commissions and no deposit minimums, then Webull is the platform for you. They offer a number of trading options, account types, and in-depth stock analysis tools to help you become a better investor. Plus, you get free shares of stocks like Apple or Tesla just for joining. Check out the link in the description for more details, and don't forget to claim your free stocks when you sign up. Now, a video on the best alcohol stocks would never be complete without the next company. Heineken, ticker HEINY, is an iconic Dutch brewer that makes some of the world's most popular beers. With 165 breweries around the world, their international profile has been advantageous during the pandemic, enabling them to maintain revenues, which led to a jump in share price in November 2020. Their long-standing history and huge global market share makes this stock a great pick and could have investors cracking open a cold one to celebrate in 2021. Now, it is true that you won't be able to pay for a bottle of Grey Goose for the table with investment assets alone. But the next two companies could help fund your lavish lifestyle directly through their high dividend yields. Diageo PLC, ticker DEO, is home to some of the most recognised brands in the drinking game, including Smirnoff, Johnnie Walker, Captain Morgan's and Guinness. This brand recognition enabled a swift recovery from the market crash in March, and they have since reported strong earnings in the latter months of 2020. The current dividend yield sits at 2.25%, and they have seen consistent growth of this figure for the past 20 years, which is really impressive. The other company that appears to give a Van Dam about dividend yields is Molson Coors Beverage Co., ticker TAP. Alongside their namesake brands, the company also represents a number of other craft beer makers, including Blue Moon, Miller and Keystone. Coors also appear to be ahead of the curve in their collaboration with Hexo, a Canadian marijuana grower, and have already created a CBD-infused seltzer. With a dividend yield of a whopping 4.34%, this company is clearly committed to its shareholders, which could make it a great long-term investment. Like any partygoer's Sunday morning, the alcohol sector's recovery has been slow since the pandemic-fueled market crash in March. But our society's growing consumption of alcohol, especially at home, means the industry could see some substantial growth in the next few years. With such a stable market and some excellent dividend yields, perhaps it's time to pick up some of that good old Dutch courage and make your next big investment.